All right.
No, that one. Alrighty, we should be
Yeah.
in a good place. I'm thinking.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Lachlan. As usual, let's
Good morning.
check that you guys can chat, you guys can hear and see us, and everything is working well on your side. Just let us know. Write in the chat if you can see and hear us clearly.
Alright, that one. I'll send a message out to everybody so they can hear that go ding. Phoenix is running well. It's gone well. So I've got nothing. I've got nothing at this stage. Nothing at this stage.
Guys and girls, let us know if you can see us and hear us in Zoom. Same question.
Yep. No, we're good.
Amazing. Great.
Awesome.
Cool. That's sensational. Sensational. Good morning, everyone. As usual, Thursday, live trading room together with Lachlan. Lachlan, how's your morning been? How's your day started?
The day's gone very well. The day's gone very well until I logged into NinjaTrader this afternoon and I had a corrupt workspace, which means I've had to rebuild the entire workspace from scratch. It's actually not a bad exercise to do because you get to go and eliminate old things and old Fibonacci's and old this and old that. So that's what I've been up to. It's been quite an adventure, but we are ready to go. So yeah, brand new workspace. We're good. We're good to go. We're good to go.
Great.
And the
Guys,
markets are bouncing really nicely. So
it means that you all together are going to be testing the new workspace for Lachlan today. All of you, first session on the new workspace for Lachlan. Brand new. Amazing, guys and girls. Happy to hear that we have, as usual, wonderful vibes and mood in our live trading room. So what I'm gonna say to all of you is that we have a flash sale going on. It is valid only for 2 days more, and it's 30% off on all challenges with the code Summer Flash. Guys, if you are thinking to get an account with a trading pit, have a look on our website and our social media. And from my side, that's gonna be it. Lachlan, I'm gonna wish you lots of luck and have fun with the new workspace you have, and enjoy the time with the guys.
sounds great. Thank you. Well, guys and girls, welcome. Lockie here. Hope you're fantastic, guys. I'm going to be taking you for the session. Now, we have got to make sure that you can see PowerPoint. Looks like VMix and YouTube are looking pretty good as well. Guys, now one of the benefits of doing a complete rebuild, guys, is I'll go and show you all the Fibonacci that we can put on just to make sure we're all on the same sheet of music. So that should be quite good fun. So, guys, welcome to the session, guys. It looks like, honestly, the S&P 500 looks like it's about to have a really, really nice little sell down on open, fail badly, turn around and go back the other way. But there's a couple of really key levels, guys, we need to go through. So for those of you who are joining us, guys, you might be joining us for the first time. Let me run through these slides for you. Super critical, particularly for those that are in Australia. So key point, guys, welcome to the live trading room. The reason we run a live trading room is ultimately immediate proof of performance. Guys, we want to build confidence. Guys, I do like live trading room environments because there's effectively nowhere to hide and you do get to ask questions, guys, which is really, really good fun. Guys, right at the top in yellow, my humble opinion, if I may, trading is not easy, but it is simple. Consistency is the key to success. Guys, so what we'll be doing today is focusing 1000% on consistency, basically doing exactly what we've been doing since 2009. Guys, we don't change anything. We don't reinvent the wheel. Effectively, that's simply because we don't have to reinvent the wheel, which is good fun. Now, for those that are in Australia, UK, or the US, guys, there are going to be a number of things we need to go through. First and foremost, I was trading futures. Some of you might be trading CFDs today. Ultimately, there are two risks in trading a instrument, guys, online. There's a risk of making money, which is good fun. There's a risk of losing money, which is not good fun. So you'll find today, guys, we are 1000% professional risk controllers, and we do that very deliberately. Now, guys, because we are trading also a leverage product called margin, we are trading a leverage product involving margin. Those risks are magnified. So, guys, what I'll be doing with every single trade on the FDAX today, guys, I'll give you either a 5-point or a 10-point risk control point, depending on how volatile the markets are. As we're going to use what we've done for many, many years, we're going to use an early first target and a long range second target, or for the experienced traders, just a long range second target. But everybody is going to employ, as a really important point, everybody's going to deploy or employ, depending on where you come from, as a risk control point, and I'll define them for you on every single trade. Guys, general information only. So everything we do today, guys, general information only. The reason being is I'm not a qualified financial planner, nor do I know everybody's personal financial circumstances. As past performance, we used to be able to talk about our past performance, guys. We're not allowed to do that anymore. It's to the point at which we can't even present a live trading statement anymore, as we're not allowed to. So past performance is not allowed to be used as an indication of future performance. Now, further to that, market risk factors. Because we are trading over the internet today, guys, the beautiful thing is I'll try and guide you in and out of the market as best as I can, as per the 101 strategy. As at the end of the day, there is no guarantee you'll get in where I get in and get out where I get out. However, you may get a better fill than me, guys. So you may actually end up doing better than what I do. It's just a variable of the internet, and we'll do our best to mitigate that as best as we possibly can. As I'll build this slide for you, very brief history for those that don't know where I come from. I discovered futures trading on the 1st of August 2007. I started, Australia's only dedicated futures trading school on the 1st of August 2009. I have basically educated in 22 countries at the moment, guys. I've had a ball. Why do I do this, guys? Why do I educate? I got out of the army. I started to trade for myself and found out that trading was very, very lonely and ultimately very, very boring if you did it by yourself. So I decided, guys, to have a coffee with somebody and talk about trading. And they were basically like, wow, I wish there was a community of people I could plug into, because trading is lonely and boring. I said, wow, wouldn't that be great if we go and start? Wouldn't it be great if we go and start that community? And guess what, guys? Here we are. A long time later, guys, August 07? Holy moly. So we're coming up to 18 years of understanding futures trading, which I personally think is very, very exciting indeed. Now, with that said, we'll keep building. We run a free monthly client support meeting, guys. Non-members are more than welcome to join that. Guys, tonight we actually have a webinar on for those that are joining us. We're doing live chart analysis, guys, as part of our last chance, guys. We call it the last chance platinum email. I should say the last chance platinum webinar, probably till today's live. As we have our advanced course in Bali starting in around about 100 days. Right? So for those of you that are thinking about coming along, as we're getting down to the crunch point, hence the webinar tonight, because some of you might need to review or renew passports. Also, guys, our training for that course in November actually starts in September. So if you are thinking about coming along to Platinum, that will be quite an adventure, guys and girls. Let me tell you, the Platinum people, guys, will be doing value gap training for the first time, and on a Platinum program, which should be really, really good fun. So, guys, what do we expect in an FDAX? Guys, in an FDAX-centric trading room, we're going to have the charts displayed. You can see me moving around here, guys. I'm actually logging into a separate laptop because I'm going to keep an eye on the US trading room, while at the same time we are running the FDAX trading room here. Guys, our primary chart will be the FDAX. Our reference chart, bottom left-hand corner, is the FESX. As we'll get into the charts, because we have a lot of work, to do in a very, very short period of time, which will probably include, guys, a really nice little Fibonacci rebuild. All right, so let me get these charts ready for you. So bottom left-hand corner is our FESX, guys. I'm a massive fan of the 15-minute chart in the top left-hand corner up here. Bottom left-hand corner is the FESX, guys. We'll build on that in a second, and we'll come over here to the FDAX, and we'll do our primary build. So at the moment, guys, I'll double check S&P 500. Guys, so S&P 500 also a really, really critical chart. S&P volume is looking really good at this stage. What I will point out, guys, if I may, to the S&P 500 traders, what I'm going to point out, let me just make sure Now, for those in Zoom, can you definitely see charts? Can you definitely see charts? Just double confirm. Yep, perfect, great. Thank you, guys. What we've got to keep an eye on, guys, because all markets around the world are influenced by the S&P 500. What we will have to keep an eye on, guys, yesterday's low on the S&P 500 is a really, really critical point. These guys have been really, really volatile all day, guys. The Asian Open traders, so for us, the 10:30 and 11 p.m. traders have actually done relatively well. As we go up to the 1440 chart, this is what we've got to be really, really careful of, right? So for those of you that are on the S&P 500, right, for those on the S&P 500 or love the S&P, guys, we've set up a -8 rated static bar reversal short here. That's an incredibly, incredibly important signal. So for those of you that do love the S&P 500, guys, if there's any news that comes out of the S&P 500 tonight, your Fibonacci is going to be drawn up to catch them on the way down. Your first port of call is down here at 7703. All right, now that's going to be a daily, guys. It's going to be a daily Fibonacci. All right, so let me put the 1440 on for you, just like that. And then, guys, another point, if those that are brand new to what we do, please, you'll find the 1440 chart, so the 1440 minute chart is significantly more accurate than a daily chart. Right, you just got to be careful. The daily charts can be a little bit inaccurate. So guys, please try and use a 1440. Now dropping down on the S&P 500. Okay, you can see these static bar reversals. I see these static bar reversals that are starting to load here. Just be careful, guys. Just be careful reversing immediately on the S&P 500. The daily short is down here. Okay, daily short looks really, really good at the moment. The buyers have lost the stair step on the 4-hour chart. So that means that the S&P is actually likely to buy first. So it's likely to buy first before it triggers off its big sells. So I'll move the S&P 500 back onto the other screen. I'll keep an eye on that over here on the left-hand side. The whole idea about watching what the S&P 500 is doing is if the S&P 500 decides to tank, it will have an influence on the Europeans. All right, now, up to the monthly chart. The first Fibonacci I'd like everybody to put on, guys, as I do a rebuild here, the stair step, as you can see here, this little stair step on the monthly chart. The stair step, this one here, we put a Fibonacci projection onto that. Some people say extension, and you can see that the 133, the 141.4, the 161.8 have all been honored perfectly. And right at the moment, guys, we're cruising around the 200% Fib extension. What does it ultimately mean, guys? If we start to see some weekly or daily closes below that 200 extension, we're likely to see a nice little fall down. The Fibonacci's that I would have, guys, on this chart at this point in time, there is going to be a Fibonacci from the bottom to the top. That's going to be of no consequence to us. Guys, a monthly Fibonacci drawn from here to here, no consequence at this point in time. So what I'm not going to do is add all these Fibonacci's on, because we're just adding more data on that our computers have got to process. When we get down to the weekly chart, guys, this is where we start to get into some pretty cool little Fibonacci's. All right, so at this point in time, all we're going to be doing, guys, is drawing our Fibonacci up to catch them on the way down. And at this point in time, the weekly Fib, we're going to roll from that low, so that little low point there, up to that little high point. That is obviously the most immediate of the moves. Let's let me double tap on that one. I'm going to call it a weekly. So where's our weekly pink? And what we should find, guys, with the Fibonacci build is we should see these Fibonacci's honored as they come back down. Now, at this stage, guys, we haven't even got to the pink Fib. So there's no point drawing on a monthly Fib and then a yearly Fib and similar things, because we haven't quite had the meltdown yet, which a lot of people are talking about is on its way. All right, chart rebuild, guys. Over here on the left-hand side, you see the indicators are not working. So again, if you're building a 1440 chart, which is one of my favorite charts, not indicators, guys, go to data series. And we need to load around about maybe 200 days on this one. The reason we want 200 days is we want to be able to do those larger daily comparisons. Okay, that is much better. So down on the 1440, guys, down on the 1440 chart. When I look at yesterday, let me blow this up for you. we don't have a significant ratio drop here. So ratio drop is obviously the size of the candles. So we don't have a serious drop here. But we have a very serious drop down here. So there will be a number of institutional traders that are going to be eyeing off a short, and the short's going to bring us all the way down here. Now, Circles are super important. Guys, there's a close there. They've gapped the market. So there, that little one right there, I want you to take note of the bottom of that little red 1440 candle. As price is 25781. That is going to be a very, very key level. A very, very key level. The reason being is that there will be a number of traders around the world that are going to try and sell down to that point. What I'd also goes on the 1440 chart, that's why I think we're probably going to go up a little bit and then potentially tank. This, can everybody see this daily candle here is actually an efficient candle to the downside. So the sellers have basically said, as much as we don't have a big drop in candle size, the sellers have basically said, the buyers are done, we're finished, we're going to sell the market down. Yesterday's low, relatively weak short. The following low, slightly stronger short. These shorts get sequentially stronger and stronger the further we move down. Now, one thing we are going to add to the chart, which I would strongly encourage you to do, again, we're going to put a Fibonacci, from here to here. Right, now we'll make it an orange Fibonacci. We're going to go from there to there. The reason being is we can't lose sight of the fact that that used to be the FDAX's all-time high. Now, as much as these lower Fibonacci's are really not much assistance to us, what we do need to know, guys, we'll make that a monthly, is if we trade back down to that Fibonacci level, there's going to be a ton of traders in the world that try and defend that. Now, the reason I put a Fibonacci on it is because the Fibonacci, when I save my workspace, will save, which I'm doing right now, saving my workspace. The reason being, guys, we might not sell down there today. We might not sell down there to next week or next month. But either way, we're not going to make the mistake of selling into a really, really dominant high on the 1440 candle. That can actually get us in a lot of trouble real quick. So, guys, you can quite often use your Fibonacci's for more than just Fibonacci. You can use it to mark key levels, as I've just done there. Okay, now as we drop down, guys, we're starting to get down into the 5-minute chart hunting territory. So again, now we're down to the 4-hour chart. Straight away, there's a much better Fibonacci. Straight away. So we need a Fibonacci, guys. We need a Fibonacci that is covering. Let me do this for you. At the moment, so you'll note that I always draw my Fibonacci up to catch them on the way down. As the reason being is Fibonacci is not palindromic. So the number 808 is palindromic. What does that mean? It reads backwards and forwards exactly the same. Fibonacci is not palindromic at all. Guys, the 23.6 fib is very, very different to the 76.8. Right? So we're always going to draw our fibs up to catch them on the way down. The moment I do that, guys, we are actually catching the sellers on the 4-hour chart at their 4-hour 76.8 fib, which is an incredibly powerful spot for the sellers to fail. Now, for those looking for massive reversals, guys, to the downside, guys, at this stage we have, did they close that gap? No, they didn't. It's very close to a technical close, guys, but again, they haven't actually closed the gap. Right? So that's a gap that some people out there in the world are going to be hunting that gap. What we need, guys, for a really, really lovely short on the 4-hour chart, at this point in time, the buyers own the stair step. So buyers own the stair step. I'll mark that on for those that don't know how important stair stepping is. Stair stepping is incredibly important. So there are the buyers, there are the sellers. Obviously, there are buyers, there are the sellers. At this stage, the buyers own the stair step. So what does it ultimately mean? We don't have a higher high to trade any of these static bar reversals short. In fact, let me put that indicator on for you guys. It's called Signal Hunter. Let me put on Signal Hunter for you. There is Signal Hunter. All right, so that's going to start labeling. Your signal. So SBR, you've got an SBR here. You've got an incredible static bar reversal there. The reason I mention this is because at this stage, let's get that 60-minute for the moment. At this stage, the actual buyers, guys, the buyers are setting up a swing trigger long, as per the swing trigger strategy. They're setting up a swing trigger long at 26286. 26286. All right, so what we're going to do, all right, so 284, we're going to change that to 286. All right, 286 is a strong 60-minute long and a 240 STL, guys, 240 swing trigger long. Now, guys, interesting point, how we're going to run with a swing trigger at this stage, how we're going to do that is we're basically going to say the 4-hour traders think they're going to trigger a swing trigger to the high side, which is actually here. We'll make that a little bit more, guys, a little bit more obvious for everybody, particularly those that log in a little bit late. What's our time like? Time is really good, guys. Time is really, really good at this stage. So that is going to sit there. Now the 240s, guys, the 240s are an incredible size chart to trade. The beauty of it, we use it just as a filter. So we don't use it as a primary execution chart. Generally speaking, guys, as a futures trader, the risk is too much. Guys, it's actually one of the reasons why the micro contracts were bought out, so you could actually trade the 1440 and the 240. Now, with that said, guys, the swing trigger is going to go one of two ways. They're going to trigger the swing trigger and absolutely bolt, or they're going to try and swing the swing trigger. It's going to fail, and then we're going to turn around and go back the other way. And a lot of that pressure will come from the S&P 500. Okay, so FDAX down to the 60-minute chart, guys. I'm looking for key highs and key lows. I'm also looking for volume. So at this stage, guys, we are going to need a 60-minute Fibonacci drawn down to catch them on the way back up. Right, that Fibonacci looks like that. With the key pressure point, guys, key pressure point being the 50 fib of the 60-minute rundown, happens to coincide, guys, with a beautiful static bar reversal long with a -3 rating. We're missing our signal hunter indicator on this one as well. So let me go and get that for you. As I'll put the signal hunter on. New, that is not what I want. So as you guys know, I'm rebuilding my workspace. It would have to be today of all days that has to be today of all days, guys, that the workspace decides to reset. So there's our little static bar reversal, guys. There's a backup SBR. So basically, if the buyers run, guys, this static bar reversals here, they normally run for 3 hours. They've triggered it. Now they're running again. So we've basically got about an hour left of that. If the 60-minute chart traders run hard, guys, they're going to run up to these 76 fibs. If so, that will be that 4-hour swing trigger that we were talking about earlier. So if they do that, then they're going to get a wriggle on. If they push up early and fail badly, guys, they're going to come back the other way, and that'll be really good fun. Guys, down to the DAX 30. Nothing, guys, nothing new there. Down to 15. Yeah, really obvious stuff. So guys, we've got an incredible sell point here off this 60-minute 50, right, which is marked for you, which is fine. We've also got a really, really lovely sell point just here, guys, a little bit lower. So basically that swing trigger that we were talking about, if they push above and hold above that swing trigger, guys, there's a whole lot of people that are going to buy the market. If they get pushed back underneath that swing trigger, there's a heap of 15-minute chart traders that will also want to go short. Okay, let me just log in, guys, in the background. Hold on one sec. All right, I'm logging in, guys, logging into the US trading room as promised to make sure that is bopping along, and it's bopping along well. What's that, Boobs? Which pointing at? Right, so guys, Akito's just joined me in the office. I was getting ready to trade. Now, FESX. Guys, what have we got? We've got around about 5 minutes, guys, so our time is perfect. Any questions at all? Guys, any questions at all, please do not be shy, particularly for the new traders. Guys, if you're new to what we do, guys, I'll guide you in and out of the market as best as I can. I will give you your entry price for the beginner traders. Guys, advanced traders already know what they're doing, so I don't need to really coach the advanced traders, guys, but I'll do my best. Now, guys, 4-hour chart. This is the danger chart on the FESX, guys. Most importantly, they are currently in a 4-hour swing trigger long, which matches the ethos of the FDAX that we just spoke about. So these guys are in a 4-hour long, and we are now going to march back up towards some key Fibonacci levels. So if I do my Fibonacci retracement here, this will alternately be a 60-minute fib. Guys, we've got to have a watch for the 50 fib. So I've got to watch for the 50 fib on the 60-minute chart. We've also got to watch for if these guys get a wriggle on, guys, which I would really prefer. If the buyers buy up to around this level here, so if the buyers buy up to this level here, let me just grab that little circle for you. If they buy up to this level here and they fail, guys, that little static bar reversal on the 4-hour chart is going to be around a 12-hour sell, guys, which is a really, really good sell to be in. On the daily, guys, on the daily, you can see that I've been rebuilding workspaces. Again, there's no point drawing a daily Fibonacci up to catch them on the way down, guys, because we are nowhere near any of those key levels. What I would definitely point out, guys, for the FESX is our reference chart. They've still got to close, guys. They've still got to close this gap here. So there will be traders in the world that are super keen to get down to that level. They've still got to close this gap here. We're going to do the same trick as we did with the Fibonacci from before, which I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend you do. And that is we are going to draw our Fibonacci up. Is to catch them on the way down. We're going to mark that as a monthly fib. And the reason we're going to do that is we need that very, very key monthly level. As we need that monthly level across the chart in case we turn around and come back down, because that was a really, really important high. As while we are here, I'll add some data to this. So we'll go up to 200 days, 200 days of data. That's only 200 candlesticks. So that's nothing for these guys to work out. That looks much better. And guys, whenever you rebuild a workspace, please, when you make changes like that, please do save the workspace so you don't lose all of your work. At this stage, guys, go down to the 5-minute chart. Most important thing on the 5-minute chart, we've got around 3 minutes until the gun goes. Guys, 6504, 6504, 6504. Diane, how are you? Hope you're fantastic. 6504, just here, is an old 4-hour static bar reversal short. We've also got a higher one as well. All right, that is critically important. Is that right? That's huge. 6521. So what we're going to do, guys, what we're going to do with this one, all right, so 6521, we're going to throw that up the top of the chart, and we're going to put an explanation with 2 minutes to go. Guys, got tons of time. So if we push high and fail, this is a 4-hour short. Now, guys, if the FESX wants to trigger, that 4-hour short, it's going to push up inside the cash market. So we're about to cruise into the cash market. It'll push up above that level in the cash market. They're going to get strangled very early at Fibonacci's, and they're going to fly back the other way. Okay, no, we're good. Now, whoops, that is not what I want. I want this. Okay, so guys, we'll do our normal 90-60 routine. So around about 90 seconds. So it's around about 90 seconds out. Are you looking for headphones? Huh? Right, perfect. Around about 90 seconds out, guys and girls, from the actual gun going. So about 90 seconds out. 90 seconds into the candle, guys, we'll evaluate what it's doing. Around about 90 seconds from the end of the candle, we'll talk about what signal's likely to form. Around about 60 seconds from the close of the candle, we'll then start to look at the FESX as basically a signal filter, because we want to be ultimately moving in favor of the FESX. All right, now S&P volume was 50,000. Let me just confirm that for you. S&P volume 55,000, so no drastic change there. We're already going climactic. Looks like these guys are going to set up the 133 Fibonacci extension failure. Just a warning order for those people that trade the opening candle. I would love to see these guys push up and fail at the 133 extension, and then turn around and come out the other way. We can't forget though, these guys love 4-hour swing triggers. That is a low ratio 4-hour swing trigger long. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if the opening candle is super volatile. Look at this; they're already running around. Now, we'll update our Fibonacci within probably 5 to 10 minutes of the market opening, because we'll find out what they're thinking and we can roll from there. These guys are very volatile, which is great. We don't mind a bit of volatility. Right, they're up into that 15-minute sell zone. So what we're looking for for the experienced traders. Again, you guys are looking for the market. Interesting how they're treating this little signal here, right? We're in this 15-minute sell zone. And they've pushed up. Look at this. Wow. This is brilliant. Let them go. Anyone that is short, guys, if you've gone short off this black line, then you've done obviously exceptionally well. Guys, it's actually set up very, very early on. So these guys ran out of steam, please. They've actually set up a pre-box reversal long. Now, the key with the long, guys, we're not even 60 seconds into this candle. So let these guys come through. Dan, you got 5 and 35 off the SBR short. Like, that's a great trade. So, guys, for those that trade ratio-based trades, guys, you've got this series of SBRs here. You've got this SBR here. You've got this one here. So if you traded that as a ratio-based SBR, you've actually gone short under the candle. That's gone very, very well. Clearly, the opening candle is for the advanced traders, please. All right, for the advanced traders. Now, guys, we have set up a pre-bottom reversal. There's no question about that. So for those that do trade the opening candle, you're through, guys. You're through the first 60 seconds. We would definitely need to see Fibonacci failure, guys, before we look for a long, please. Junior traders, please do not trade the opening candle. They can be very, very, very cranky, as we're currently seeing. They can be very cranky. Now that, guys, that there is a very ugly daily short. It's a very ugly daily short, super ugly. Now, guys, with the sellers all the way down here, guys, if you do trade the opening candle, there is a long setting up, guys, at 26215. So 26215. That'll effectively be a climactic reversal inside the pivot. 26215. Guys, now, guys and girls, if you are going to trade, guys, if you are going to trade 26215. We've just got to watch, guys, how far these guys drop down. So how far they drop down before we look to try and pick them up the other way. S&P 500, guys, is not going down at all. The S&P is just sitting still. FESX is also not really going down at all, guys. So again, Delta V3s. Do not take those Delta V3s, guys. So we've got a really important rule, guys, about Delta trading. We don't assume a close over a brick wall. So please don't assume a close over a brick wall. 2 minutes to go on the opening candle, guys. The long, if these sellers do run out of steam, the long, you could even bring that long, guys, down to around about the 213. Guys, you could bring it down to 213. The reality of that long, guys, the reality of that long is at this stage, these sellers are running out of steam very, very quickly. 182 is a 76. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. All right, so straight away, so I did say our Fibonacci might expire very quickly. So what have we got, guys? You've got a 60-minute chart static bar reversal long that basically has failed the trigger on the open. So they've slammed the short side, which is fine. There is going to be, guys, I'm going to grab that Fibonacci and move it down to there. Okay, that's got a perfect match. And I'm going to run a tighter Fibonacci from here to here. I don't know if that 88.6 is going to grab them, guys, but it might grab them. All right, so at this stage, guys, what have we got? 1 minute to go on the candle. The sellers have sold down to the previous pivot, guys. The buyers are clearly grabbing the FESX to the high side. Now, the experienced traders, guys, only the experienced traders are going to be long, guys. So I am long in the background, guys, on that trade, on the signal that I called for you. So I'm long on that trade in the background. Guys, now if you are long on that one, guys, I do want you to try and go for long range targets, please. So if you are long range targets, but please make sure you've got your responsible risk control in place. For the junior traders, guys, we are looking to make sure, please, that we're setting up a climactic reversal long. As if we get a climactic reversal long, guys, that will be quite good fun. We must close, guys. We must close over yesterday's low. What is going on here? All of my trades are showing up. So hold on 1 second. Guys, that can go there. I tend to focus, guys. Tend to focus better when I'm trading in the background. All right, so I've got that long twice, guys, obviously. Now for the climactic reversal traders. We are below yesterday's low for the climactic reversal. So we can't take another long. On the FDAX yet. Now, if you are a little bit aggressive, guys, it's not even a little bit aggressive. We want these deltas, these black diamond deltas to the high side. Guys, now the FESX has told us categorically The FESX has told us that the buyers tried to push back into the pre-top. The buyers have actually run out of steam here, guys. So the beauty of buying or selling on the FDAX, so the beauty of that is we would need to wait for a really, really deep retrace and a really nice failure before we look to take another trade. All right. So at this stage, we're going to get the deep retrace. The Fibonacci, guys, the Fibonacci on this orange candle, for those that are fascinated by Fibonacci, is actually going to go up to catch them on the way down. The FDAX is famous, guys, famous for failing at the 88.6 fib. So they push down. Ideally, if they don't fail here, as these guys are going to absolutely tumble. If they do fail here, they may push back up above yesterday's low. If they push back up above yesterday's low, as then we're going to pick up a stunning climactic reversal for the beginner traders, guys. So for the beginner traders, we're looking for static entries, please. So let's just see how they go with that Fibonacci. As I said to you before, the DAX loves to fail at the 88.6. If the 88.6 gets defended, then they put us back above the 76.8. This candle is likely to turn green. It's likely to turn green. And if it does turn green, it's going to set the foundation for a lovely reversal. Okay, the FESX, guys, at this point in time, the FESX is trying very, very hard to determine whether it's going to trigger this 4-hour long or not. So again, if we do get above this level, guys, if we do get above the level, the reversal on the FDAX is going to be pretty good fun. For the beginner traders, guys, the risk on the FDAX at this stage, the risk is high, guys, the risk is high. So we have to wait for the beginner traders. Ideally, what would be amazing, I was just saving my workspace in the background. What would be amazing is this candle. So here's the defense of the 88.6. This candle cruises up. They might trigger that delta just there, guys, at 205. If they trigger that delta, then start to turn the candle green. Okay, then they're going to try and fill in these deltas, these black diamond deltas here. Right, so that's what they're going to try and do. At this stage, for the junior traders, we need this candle to be a ratio-based SPR to the high side. So this is what we thought they were going to do. Right. If you are slightly more aggressive, guys, and you're long on the delta, your first target is 5, guys, and that is your risk control point. For the junior traders, if we get a really lovely ratio drop like this, then we are looking for a static bar reversal long. We must be back inside yesterday's low, guys. They can't hold underneath yesterday's low. Now, this could be, guys, this is quite a cool position for these guys to be in, because if yesterday's low, guys, if this sell down fails, that is a daily swing trigger short. I said it was a very ugly short. It's a daily swing trigger short that has failed, meaning we're going to get probably a really quite nice sustained buying campaign to the high side. Okay. So 60 seconds out at this stage, guys. I've done our 90 seconds, our 60 seconds out. We need the buyers to close over yesterday's low for the beginner traders to warm up their mouse fingers. Is what I would love to see. I would love to see the buyers close above yesterday's low. Now, again, that delta, guys, that delta there looks like it's in the right spot for a static bar reversal once this candle closes, please. Once this candle closes. Now, my trade that I had running in the background is still running. So if you are long on the FDAX in the background, as I am, guys, then you want this to be a static bar reversal long. Wow, look at that rejection. This is good. All right, so at this stage, we're going to get a ratio-based SPR long. Guys, we need the sellers to sell down inside the new candle. If you can carry the risk, you can enter over the top of the candle, provided it's not into the 50 fib of the micro trend, which it's not. Anyone that is long, guys, already, you want to try and hold your long, please. Anyone who is long like I am, please try and hold your long. All right, my ATM is now chasing, guys. My long-range targets are being chased. So I'm hoping these guys push up, guys. My target is 241. My long-range target is 241. ATM's just triggered again, guys. I got the auto chase ATM running. So my target is up here at 241. Boom, target out at 241. Anybody long off yesterday's low from the original sell down, guys, if you're long on this delta or you're long on these deltas or you're long over the top of the candle, please. anyone who's long over the top of the candle, even the beginner traders, all right, if you're long over the top of the candle, I want you to go for 25 points, please, which is $700 US. Suzanne, beautiful trade, well done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right. Advanced. So junior traders, I want you to go for up to 25 points, please. But don't override your normal ATM, guys. If you go long on that delta outside the range of that static bar reversal, if the sellers have pushed back a little bit, then just taken off. If you are long, guys, you've got a 5-point first target, a 20-point second target, or guys, you can go all the way to plus 25 if you want. Ben, nice work, mate. Well done. Guys, have I got anybody long from down here, please? Okay, Anna, you got the delta. Well done. That's brilliant. All right, so I was long on this delta, guys, with my stop behind the candle. My first target was taken out, and then my long range ATM started chasing. But I did go for a 5 and 25. Michael, well done, mate. I went for a 5 and 25, guys. Just to be transparent, I was taken out at 241. 241. Now it's quite hard, guys, when moderating to try and modify those targets and run them around. It's quite hard to do that. So I just get in, guys. I get in on a valid delta like that. When we're allowed to trade it, I get in on a valid trade, and then I just basically let the ATM do all the work. All right, now at this stage, have I got people that are still long, guys? People that are still long. What we do have here, guys, is an absolutely classic ratio drop. All right, so that there is a ratio drop. Guys, it's also a static bar reversal. By far, you can tell it's Friday, right? By far my favorite indicator, except for the 4-point turning bar. except for the 4-point turning bar. So anybody that's long, guys, please. If you're long on the delta, you might be long on the SBR. I'm going to put the circle over the top of that, guys. If you're long on the SBR or the delta outside the range of the SBR, I want you to try and go for a 25-point target. The buyers are still very strong. Try and hold to that little yellow box, please. Guys, that's a $700 target. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Slightly more advanced traders. Guys, there we go. There's 25 points. Some research I did today. No, let me know your thoughts. Thank you, mate. Thank you. So, guys, the Fibonacci extension traders, who have we got in the LTR? Guys, Fibonacci extension traders, I'm going to give you your risk control points. This is for the advanced traders, please. So your risk control point for the advanced traders is the 100% extension just here. So have I still got people long? Michael, in Thailand, are you still long? Is everyone still long? Well done, mate. Keep going. So, guys, the Fibonacci extension, all right, the 100% extension there is your risk control point. All right, that means that even if you are going for some massive target, promise me you've controlled your risk. Guys, look at this. Look, they love our 100 extension. Look at that. So that's your risk control point, guys. You must control your risk, please. Even for some massive target, you've got to control your risk. If you're being a little bit conservative, guys, the 133 extension minus some loose change. So your target is 280, please, 26280. Anyone that's gone long down here, guys, and got a 5 and a 25 or a 5 and a 15, you followed your plan. You've done really, really well. Some of the traders are going for longer range targets. Promise me, longer range target traders, you've hit the 100% extension. That is the institutional risk control point. Please, please, please control your risk. If this candle pushes back under the 100, a whole lot of institutional traders will dump their trades. As in, they'll dump their buys for sells. FESX, we're at the 76s. Look at this. Okay, so MC, I'm encouraging you to try and hold, not personal financial advice. I'm encouraging you to hold the 280. All right, we're at 279. I want you to hold the 280. Come on. Just for Michael. Go to 280, please. Go to 280. No, that's the wrong 280. Come on. No, just a little bit more. All right, we're not taking the long, guys. There is a brand new long there, but the risk is too much. Please. FESX, guys, is also gapped onto a pivot, so I can't give you any new trades, because all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get Michael's trade to go through a 280 target, which is a monster target. That looks like a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a 55. Okay, mate, well done. So your target was taken out, or did you take out with a trailing stop? Mate, well done. It's a bloody huge trade. Well, that's a it's a monster. ATM took you out. Even better, mate. Even better. So well done. So guys, at this stage, I've got the FESX into the R1. So for those that are watching, guys, if you don't do 10 and 61, mate, that's better than me. I got 5 and 2, 5 and 2, 5 and 25, mate. So I'm, but just to be transparent, if I can with everybody, guys, my accounts are sitting at 1,069 US, 1,040 US, and 1,035 US. Just to be very transparent with everybody from the trades that I took down the bottom here. Okay, so for transparency, that's where we're sitting at. The transparent. Well, mate, it's guys, your job in the LTR is to agree with the trade I'm talking about and push the button. My job is to hold you into the trade as long as I possibly can, tell you why we're going for long range targets, guys, because if I can get you a 50-point trade on the FDAX, it's $1,400 US, right? So that's why you come to the live trading room, guys. You don't come to learn what we do. You study the course to learn what we do, and then I confirm all of the trades that you're taking by saying this is what we do and these are the reasons why. Now, is that one there? I'm going to mark this as a purple. The reason being is that young Dan G, guys, Dan G got the purple. The reason being, guys, is when I hand my live trading report off to the compliance team, if Dan G says, I took this trade, they'll come back to me and say, what do you mean he took a trade? And it's like, well, he took a static bar reversal short as per the formula, All right, so this little one down here, guys, that little one down there is the one that we took. We had some of the advanced traders trade off yesterday's low. Now, the trade didn't go very far, sure, but that's where they traded. All right, now, what have we got, guys? We have sellers own the stair step. We're looking for buying base reversals. Do I have anyone that is still long? Guys, anyone that is still long? I think MC was probably the last. Guys, we're gearing up for shorts. Guys, so using that 90-second, sort of 60-second protocol. At the moment, the sellers own the step, guys, so we're looking for buying base reversals. If you were Michael J, MJ in Coffs Harbour, I see these guys have sold down. I can't send you long over the top of this candle, guys, because of the size of the candle. But if they retrace down, fail at Fibonacci, you can very easily grab that Delta V3 long, MJ. I know how much you like deltas. That Delta V3, guys, is where a whole lot of institutions said, we're going to buy the market at exactly this point. All right, so this candle's got too much risk. After the retrace and the rejection, that Delta doesn't have too much risk. Okay, mate, perfect. If it's on the 76, leave it alone. We'll get many trades. So I'll get many trades today. Now, guys, tonight, as I said earlier, we do have, guys, our Platinum Invitation webinar. That's our advanced course that we're running in Bali, guys, in November. Again, that'll be our last chance, guys, to join us actually physically fly into Bali. Anybody can come along to the webinar, guys, the virtual course. But the actual, I want to physically fly into Bali, guys, we do have to confirm all of our accommodation by the end of this month. So therefore, if you're thinking about coming to Bali, guys, the webinar is on for you tonight. Even if you're coming to the webinar, you don't have to worry about planes or accommodation. If you are going to come to the webinar tonight, guys, I will run through some charts. Ideally, guys, it'll be the S&P 500. S&P 500 will be the one that I'm working on, guys, tonight. So if you're an S&P 500, NASDAQ, or FDAX trader, guys, the webinar will be a really good educational experience as well as good fun. All right, FESX is setting up shorts. S&P 500 is setting up shorts. FDAX is in no man's land. Michael in Thailand, mate, you can see how sexy your target is now, can't you? The candle just closed on your target, mate. All right, I've got nothing I can give you guys as a new trade. I do want to be short. What do I need? I need the buyers to push up, guys. Give us a higher high. Then we're going to trade that 88.6 Fibonacci short. We could trade a 133 extension short as well. The FESX is screaming at us to be short. Guys, I just don't have a new trade on the FDAX to give you because, guys, the sellers own the stair step. right? So while the sellers own the stair step, our very, very, very high success rate, sellers own the stair step, the high success rate, guys, will be buying against the selling step. That's why it is so important, guys, that you mark your stair step correctly. So important. So at this stage, guys, no trades. But mind you, that's a shotgun start. MC, what did you end up with in total? Ben, you got one. Suzanne got one. Wait, did you end up with 10 and 50? 10 and 50? I don't know what MC actually ended up with. 71 in total. 71 in total. 10 and 61. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50. Okay. 10 and 61. Mate, that's a huge trade. Look at you. Look at you. Guys, MC has been only back in trading 3 months. Would it be fair to say 3 months back in training? After a break? Yeah, 3 months. 61 points on the FDAX. I mean, even a high performer like yourself, you'd be stoked. 1,700 US just on the second target. Well, mate, you're beating me, but you're almost double what I am, which is really good. We've got this saying in trading, guys, which is really important. It's called the zero comparison principle. I learned very early on in my career, don't compare yourself to anybody else. Particularly if you're moderating, because moderating the markets can be quite difficult. And when you're trying to trade at the same time that you're moderating, you're actually prone to make errors. So you've just got to be very, very careful. You've just got to be very, very careful that you don't compare yourself to other people. But again, mate, shout out to Michael. He's only been back in trading 3 months. But out of interest, I'd be very interested to find out. You've been away from trading for a long time. You've just come back. What observations, like now you've just come back from a break, what observations would you make about trading? Like, what's the most valuable lesson that you've learned? I'd love to know the most valuable lesson. I think I know. I think I know what that's going to be. Guys, we're going to start to strip our fibs back. I've got no new signals at this stage, guys. So great opportunity to ask questions. If I was Michael and I'd been away from trading for a long time and I just came back to trading, I would say, guys, it's all about ratios, and more ratios. I'm just trying to get rid of, see that line that's across my chart. That is really pushing my buttons. That line is pushing my buttons. That line is pushing my buttons. That's better. I do like nice clean charts. All right, let's see what we got. 60 seconds out. So for those that haven't been in the LTR before, guys, or you don't know what I do, every 60 seconds in the last 60 seconds of every candle, I look at the FESX and I say, what are the big boys and girls doing? Guys, now at the moment, there are people on the FESX in the top bottom left-hand corner, guys. They're dropping 127 contract orders. So 127 times 30,000 euro, 127 times 30,000 euro. That guy just put a short on. It's 3.81 million euro. There's two shorts at 3.8 million euro. So these guys don't want to go up anymore. They want to go down. Dave, that's because I reset everything, mate. I had to reset my charts today. So you are correct, guys. I don't have the OSR on, so I'm going to go and put the OSR on. That is typically important. That's super. Thank you, mate, Dave. No, I appreciate it, mate. My workspace, my NinjaTrader workspace blew itself up about 10 minutes before I came on the microphone. I had to rebuild the entire workspace from scratch. So it's good you've picked it up, mate, because I will be missing information. And ironically, that means all I'm doing is trading the pure price movement of the market. That's all I'm doing. Which is what I would love everyone out there to master, guys. If you can master the pure price movement of the market, then the indicators like the delta. So these deltas here, I traded those deltas there. Some of you traded that delta there. We didn't trade these deltas, guys, because we're not allowed to. These ones down the bottom. But again, all I use the delta for is to confirm the pure price movement. So the indicator, it confirms, Lockie, if you want to buy at that price, because that's where all the moderate range institutions are buying. So all we're doing is going, boom, there's the delta, crack, I'm on, and boom, and you're done. You finished for the day. Now, guys, I want to be clear with everybody. I want to be short. There's no signal that I'm allowed to trade. Right? So we've currently got charts, effectively charts in conflict. What does that mean? Over here on the left-hand side, the buyers own the stair step. On the FDAX, the sellers own the stair step. So the FDAX is going to lose this, guys. So at this stage, we're off to a shotgun start, which is really good. Now we're kind of waiting as like little snipers in the grass. We're just waiting for our target to pop up again. We're not going to fire a warning shot, guys, because we'll give our position away, and that is clearly not very smart if you are a sniper. Cody, I got your message, mate. Thank you. Appreciate that. And guys, if I can, look, shout out to Cody, guys. Cody ran the LTR Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, guys, to give my voice a break. Guys, also allow me to work on some fairly sizable projects, guys, in the background. That's gone really, really well. So Cody, shout out to you, mate. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very much, very, very, very much appreciated. Now, guys, we've got a Fibonacci reversal on, but we're not in the reversal because we don't have a matching stair step. Now, if the FESX gives us a 4-point turning bar short, guys, then we are going to get an FDAX short because the FESX has just said, you know what, I'm grumpy. Someone's just put, guys, so on the FESX, someone's just put a 244 contract order short. 200, that's a lot. 244, guys, 244 contracts. Is there anybody that doesn't know where that information is coming from? Is there anybody that wants to see where that information is coming from? Because that's a really cool function, guys, of NinjaTrader. We can see every single order being placed into the market anywhere in the world. Yes, please. Okay. So I'm cheating, guys. I'm cheating. All right. So there's your time and sales. And there's whoever this is just put 244 contracts short at 6527. Gutsy trade, very gutsy trade. I wouldn't take that trade, but someone knows what they're doing potentially. So guys, this is for the futures traders. We've got a ton of time, guys, until we get a signal. This is every single order that is being bought and sold on the FESX globally. Now, the only people that can see this are futures traders. Forex traders can't see this information. CFD traders can't see the information, guys, because if your data feed is coming to you from a broker, ours is obviously not. It's coming from an exchange. But if your information is coming from a broker, the only information you can see, the only volume you can see is the information being traded through your broker, the volume coming through your broker. This is why we don't use brokers, for exactly this reason. So I have a block alert, guys. I have a block alert set at anything over 80 contracts. My computer makes a beep bop noise to say, hey, please look at what the FESX traders are doing. So if we were short on the FDAX at the moment, guys, and then I saw someone put a 200 contract order short, I'd say to the FDAX traders, try and stay short longer. When we were in this long, guys, over here, we had people like literally over and over and over again dropping 100 contract orders long on the FESX. 100. It's like, really? Okay, you guys want to go long. Hold long as far as you can. Guys, it's called time and sales. If you're going to have it on your screen, so mate, go to file. So go to your NinjaTrader, go to new time and sales. Right click, make sure it's always on top, and go to properties, mate, and set your block alert at 50, 60, 100 or something along those lines. I'll play with that for you in a sec. Let me just get it off the screen. Okay, what have we got? We have a 4-point turning bar short on FESX, and we've got the FDAX into the pre-bottom. Okay. This is what we're going to do, guys. At this stage. So just chill for a moment. All right. All right, we're just chilling. So what these guys are doing, guys, what they're trying to do is we've got a 4-point turning bar short on the FDAX, got a 4-point turning bar short on the FESX. The problem with the DAX trade, guys, is we closed on a pivot, then we've gapped above the pivot, which means if we sell the market, we're assuming a close over the pivot, which is not what we do, right? Not what we do. Now, the flip side of that, it's the 50 pip of the micro trend as well. That is a very serious trap, guys, for a lot of people that don't know what they're doing. Now, I say the trap, guys, the trap is twofold. It's assuming you close over the 50 fib of the micro trend. It's assuming you close over the 50 fib of the day and the pre-bottom. So we can't sell short, guys. We can't sell short. The only thing we're setting up is a short range buy signal because of the MDI. And again, the short range buy signal is not going to go that far. It's unlike the one we got down the bottom, which was really good. That one's not going to go too far. Okay, so at this stage, we're not going to touch this, guys. Sorry. So let me just review this. You got a 4-point turning bar short, guys, on the FESX, which is one of the most powerful reversal candles in the world. We've got a 4-point turning bar short on the FDAX, touche. Markets now are back in sync, which is awesome. These guys are selling against the step. These guys are selling with the step, so they don't agree with each other. I can't send you short assuming you close over 2 pivots, guys. I'm not allowed to. So the only thing I can actually do is send you long. And that has already started to move, guys, too far for me to say jump in because we're back into the middle of the trend indicator, which is normally a bit of a danger zone for these guys. So I haven't got a new signal. Guys, what I am very interested in at this stage, if the FESX buys back up here, guys, towards the upper OSR, so if we buy back up towards the upper OSR, guys, that is going to give us a higher high. If we get a higher high, we can enter under the body of this SBR short on the FESX. So the reciprocal signal, guys, on the FDAX is if we get the buyers moving up even just here, the reciprocal signals that delta and that delta. So, big buyers coming in on FESX. I say big buyers, it's only 100 contracts, but that's still pretty big, bigger than me, bigger than my trading. So 100 contracts long on the FESX. They haven't done anything with it yet, guys, but they might be building towards that now. Right, there's the higher high on the FESX. Guys, this is looking really good. 60 seconds out from the close of the candle. What are you guys going to do? So, guys, we've got a -2 rated SBR on the FESX. We've got a higher high allowing for body entries. Let's see what these guys do towards the close. So they're going to tell us in the next 40 seconds what they're going to do. If this 4-point turning bar, guys, if that 4-point turning bar, I mean, this is a valid trade except for the pivot. So if this little candle, guys, if this little candle gets pushed down underneath the pre-bottom and stays underneath the pre-bottom, it's likely this 4-point turning bar, guys, is going to produce a trade. Now, we have to be under the 50 fib of the day, under the 50 fib of the micro, and under the pre-bottom. All right, you can see why we didn't say, oh my gosh, just short the market, because since we shorted the market, this has climbed back against us because of those 3 rules. Now, at this stage, I can't send you short. I can send you long. So what we're going to get, guys, is this. If the sellers sell down, guys, if the sellers sell down, what's the S&P doing? Grinding. Okay. If the sellers do sell down, if the sellers sell down and fail at Fibonacci, it's going to be really tough. I need the sellers to give me a lower low. Right? So I need the sellers to come down here, please. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to trade it as an SBR reversal long. I need the sellers to sell down here, create a lower low, fail badly, and then we can pick up the trade on the body. It's right there, but at the moment I can't because I don't have a lower low. If you are a little bit aggressive, guys, with your trading, then again, where's the 50 fib of the micro? So junior traders, we're waiting for a lower low. We know we're entering it at 247. 50 fibs there. 76s. Yeah, I want to be short, not long. Right. So this is why, ironically, this is why the 5-minute chart is not giving us a signal. So at the moment, guys, FDAX sellers own the stair step. We can only take buying base reversals if you want like a plus 90% strike rate, which we've clearly already done today. We need a lower low, guys. We need them to fail at Fibonacci. We need a violent rejection, and we're looking for an entry at 48. FESX buyers own the stair step. FDAX sellers own the stair step. We have charts in conflict. They were perfectly in harmony at the start of the session, and now they're in conflict. But that's okay. They'll sort it out, guys. Normally 10 to 15 minutes, and they'll sort it out. Larger charts. These guys went down first before they went up. Is that correct? Oh, yes, it is. Guess what that means? That means that that is now a 4-hour SBR short. So if we get a short, guys, we're going to hold it. So right at the start of the session, I said to everybody, right, if these guys sell down first and come back through, that's a 4-hour swing trigger long. They've come down, bought up, failed. We are now, so they've literally just failed to trigger a 4-hour short long, a 4-hour long, which means we're rolling into 4-hour shorts, which we want to try and hold. Right? So our loyalty at this stage, our loyalty is going to switch to the sells. Here they come. Here they come. So again, guys, we need an efficient candle on the FDAX that closes underneath these pivots. And we're going to have to wait for the close. Guys, that delta there, that red delta, don't take it now. That red delta is an insane entry point if we are not assuming a close over a pivot. Here they come. A delta V3, guys, a delta V3 now is okay to trade based on the strength of the sellers. This is going to set up a Toby style reversal, guys, on the FESX, which is equally almost as powerful as a 4-point turning bar. That is a 4-point turning bar. That is a 4-point turning. Don't you run without us, please, FDAX. Don't you dare. This is going to be a long 90 seconds. It'll be a long 90 seconds. That delta V2, guys, if you're slightly aggressive, the V2 is tradable short, guys, at 224. So it is tradable short at 224. Your risk is right on the edge of the risk profile. If you are going to go short for 224, guys, your risk control point is 5 points, and your first target will be 5 points. Your second target will be 20. Second target will be 15 to 20. For the junior traders, you're not allowed to assume a close over a brick wall. Okay, so if you're slightly experienced, it is a valid trade at 224. Risk control point is 219. Risk control point and first target is 219. Again, junior traders, we're going to stay here. Dan, I hope you're well, mate. You did very, very well. So, mate, well done. Junior traders, we're just going to keep your powder dry, please. That means don't take a trade for those people that are brand new to what we do. That delta is insanely accurate at 224. Now, again, that's for the intermediate to advanced traders only, guys. That's not for the junior traders. Junior traders, what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to wait for the candle to close. We're going to wait for a retrace and a rejection, and then we're looking for a short. Yes, we are 1,000% looking for a short. All right, advanced traders, you're through your first delta target and you've hit your risk control point. Have I got anybody short, guys, on the delta? If you're short at 224, your first target is 219. Guys, your second target is just before yesterday's low. Please control your risk, please. Please control your risk. You guys have got nothing at risk, please. First target 5 or 10. Second target, you've locked in all of your profit, please. Junior traders, we are waiting for these guys to sell down here, fail really badly, and then we're looking for a double failure reversal long off yesterday's low. That will be very much dependent on the FESX. Guys, FESX has closed the Toby reversal short. DAX has not, so we're trading the FDAX delta in sympathy to the FESX. Fibonacci, for those that are short on FDAX, if we get anywhere near yesterday's low, right, so you guys are short for a 10-point first target, a 5 or 10 point first target. You're short at 24. That's your 10-point target of 14. Please make sure you've got nothing at risk. Guys, so if this turns and goes back the other way, you don't have to worry about it. Now, sellers own the stair step on both markets. Okay, delta traders. If we get another sell down here, guys, if we get another sell down here towards yesterday's low and it fails, we're going to target that delta right there, please. Now, the delta is at 226. Now, if you are a delta trader, so junior traders, you're going to wait for this candle to close. 226 is a delta entry long. As if you're going to take the delta entry long as a reversal, we now have sellers own the step on both the FESX and the FDAX. If you're going to go long, guys, at 226 as a delta trader, guys, your first target is 231. Your second target, we need to see what happens with the 50 fib of the day. Well done, Michael. Nice work, mate. Well done. So if anybody's short on the delta, guys, you've gone through your first target and risk control point. The sellers have got caught, guys, on this static bar reversal over here on the left-hand side. Anybody that's long on the black delta for the beginner traders going back the other way, these guys have sold down, run out of steam, picked up that static bar reversal and that delta. If you are long, guys, on the delta for the junior traders at 226, your risk is only around 15 points. You've gone for a 5-point first target. Ideally, volatility is 25. So if you are long, guys, on the delta at 226, if you're being cheeky, 5-point first target, 15-point second target. If you're being ambitious, 5-point first target, 25-point second target. Guys, and please make sure if you're going for 25 points, guys, you've got absolutely no risk. That black line is your 25-point target. So first target's out on the delta long. Now, the reason we can take the delta long, guys, is the sellers stole the stair step on the FESX. The sellers already had the stair step on the FDAX. So that means we can go long, guys. We can go long on the delta. The sellers gave us a valid signal, failed to sell down. So we said, all right, if you guys are failing, ditch the sell. We're going to take it long. If you are long on the delta, guys, or just above the delta, again, it's either a 5 and a 15 or a 5 and a 25. Now, these guys have got to around 20 points into profit. Guys, they haven't got to the 25-point target yet. Now, unlike the first reversal, guys, which was absolutely phenomenal, if these buyers don't get super impressive, it means that the 4-hour chart trades might be back on again. All right, so again, if you've taken the delta short, guys, it hasn't impressed anybody, but it's gone through its first target and it's gone through its risk control. If you've taken the delta long, it's gone through the first target, maybe a second target. It didn't get to its long-range target, but it's triggered its risk, guys, which is really important, guys. So as the volatility drops, for those that are not aware of what we do, as the volatility drops, your risk control point comes down from 10 to 5. So at this point, guys, we're looking at 5-point risk control points. So what does that mean? It means if we get picked up at 226, your risk control point is 231. All right, so we're going to cut the risk off really quick. We're going to try and let the profit run as far as we can. As my humble opinion, to stay sane, the best way to do that is have a 5-point first target, bring your stop to neutral so you can't lose any money, and then try and get it to run as far as you can. The key is you've got no money at risk on that trade. So your risk to reward ratio is insanely stacked in your favor. Guys, I'm a big fan of risk to reward, guys, but that 1-to-1 risk to reward philosophy that a lot of people talk about, that's fine, guys, if you're a commodity trader or a stock trader. We tend to be a little bit more dynamic than those people, and that's okay. That's everybody's got their own way of pulling the market apart. Now, we are 45 minutes into 45 minutes, guys, into the session. So that means, guys, the only trades we're now allowed to take are pivot-based reversals as per our trading rules. What does that mean? We need the FESX and the FDAX to agree. The pivot-based reversal at this stage, guys, if they were to sell down and tag yesterday's low, so there is a pivot-based reversal, we would be looking to try and target the same delta again. But we need that sell down, guys. We need that sell down to occur. So at this stage, guys, I would suggest we have 1, 2. After all that talking, we've only got 3 trades. after all that, we've only got 3 trades. Okay, but that's all right. I don't mind, guys. I don't mind a lower number of trades than normal, because normally we'd be up around about 5 at this stage. If the buyers went any higher, guys, which they didn't, which is a real shame. If the buyers went any higher up here, we would have picked up a stunning short and we'd have another trade in the bag. But this week, the last couple of weeks, we've been sitting around about maybe 3 or 4 trades a session. Normally it's 5 or 6. But I think there's a message in that, though, guys. Honestly, if you've got 3 trades for the session, but everybody's made money on all of those 3 trades, then to me, that's a good session. As the volatility will come back, and when it comes back, we'll be back up to 5 or 6 trades. At the moment, we've had only 3 trades that I've given you the entry price on. All 3 trades have gone in the right direction. That's a reasonable success rate. I believe that's a reasonable success rate. And Michael's up over $2,000 which is very exciting for someone that's only just come back to trading. That's a huge achievement, mate. Just so you know, it's a huge achievement. No, I mean, I'm proud of you, mate. I'm proud of you. So Michael and I, guys, we have a long history of helping each other bop along, and I'm very excited, guys, to help him in the trading space. He's helped me in other stuff. Paul, it's a good result, mate. It's still positive. I mean, every night we walk away from the charts positive. It's positive, and mate, that's fantastic. We just keep doing it. Just keep going. Right, so for the guests, guys, anyone that's brand new to what we do, guys, quite a few new names in the session today. If you've got any questions at all about anything that we do, the last 15 minutes of the hour, normally the volume drops out of the market. We can only take pivot-based reversals. We don't have one of those at this stage. So now is a really good time, guys. If you've got a question, jump on me now would be great. In fact, what I might do is I might put the OSR indicator. Guys, let me just, again, continue to build my workspace. So I'm going to grab that OSR indicator. That is hugely important. It's hugely important. So push apply, push OK.
5-minute candle close.
If you go, please.
Seconds.
I'm going to have to modify the OSR colors. So hold on one sec. So guys, if you are going to wander, guys, if you are coming across to Bali, guys, or you're going to watch Bali online, whatever you're doing, guys, you're actually going to spend about half a day in an OSR course, guys, understanding how the OSR works properly. It came from the Bank of Japan, guys, the BOJ traders. They are a lovely group of people. Guys, I taught them efficiency. They taught me OSR, which is actually quite exciting, guys. That's fine. Okay, so push apply. That's going to be, that's a little bit better. All right, so there's my lower OSR, there's my upper OSR. Look at this, guys. If we got any higher, that tiny little push up, we would have picked up a reversal off the pre-top and the upper OSR. And look at this. I mean, that would have been divine, but they just didn't meet our trading conditions. Oh, Michael, it basically holds until the US Open. So the European OSR will hold to the US Open. Yeah, so it's an additional set of pivots, mate. We can use, in fact, the Asian OSR, which I've got on the S&P 500, the Asian OSR at the moment. The buyers are bought up on the S&P, failed just shy of the Asian OSR, turned around and came back down the other way. So, mate, as a tool for gathering intelligence on what other traders around the world are thinking, in my humble opinion, mate, if there's bank traders using it, we need to use it. And on the US Open, MC, on the US Open, it is incredible to trade. So that's what we're doing. We're at Platinum Main in Bali. We're doing an OSR session on the US Open because we've got quite a few people now that are starting to say, I want to trade the US Open because it's so volatile. How do I do it? And they trade it using the OSR strategy. That's how they do it. So, awesome. So, guys, at this stage, we're caught in irons. That's a catamaran sailing term, which we can't go right, we can't go left. Any questions at all from anybody about anything we've done today? Guys, we had quite a few people, guys, in the session today. I looked down at one point, it looked like we had around 40 people in the session. Guys, we've got people rotating in and rotating out. We've got people that have left already. We've got people that normally arrive on the turn of the hour. So, guys, I'd suggest that number would be closer to 50, which means that the word is spreading about trading the European Open. The NASDAQ traders, guys, have got 6 trades today. I'm just looking at their screens. That's bloody fantastic. I'm just going to jump in here. Let me just send, guys. I'm just sending a message to all of them. Right, just sending them a message. So, guys, any questions at all about anything that we've done? We've only had 3 trades today. 3 trades, actually. That's not quite correct. We had a trade off the yesterday's low. We also had the delta. I'm going to include those trades, guys, as just one trade. That delta, that one there, that delta is the one I personally targeted. We'll just leave it as 3. If we get, what have we got? 7 minutes until the turn of the hour. If we get a really, really nice sell down, right? So if we get a really, really nice sell down on the turn of the hour, so if they do something like this, then we're looking to pick up yesterday's low. That delta is amazing. That SBR body entry, guys, at 220 is even more amazing. What we do have to do, though, is we have to wait for the sellers to move down inside the new hour, which doesn't start for 6 minutes and 30 seconds. We've got to wait for them to move down in the new hour, fail at the Fibonacci, turn around and come back the other way. All right, so we kind of got to be really patient on that one. I'm going to save my workspace because I've added the OSR to the FDAX. So we need the sell down first. Fibonacci looks like this. MJ, how did you go today? MJ in Australia, how did you go? I'm hoping you got a really good trade. I'm hoping you got a really good trade. Is there any questions at all? No trade so far. Too much risk. Okay, mate. No, cool. If that's a really good point, mate. If the FDAX sets up an insane trade like this, then you can drop down to the FDXM and just take the trade on 2 contracts on the FDXM. If you want to, you don't have to. Guys, there's actually a really great learning here. Let me show you this. All right, so here is the FDXM, guys. I'm watching this for the junior traders. All right, so there's our static bar reversal, guys, on the FDXM. Have a look at that delta V3, guys, right on the FDXM there. All right, so you've got a signal on the FDAX. You're like, you know what, a little bit too much risk on the FDAX. Guys, can you see that delta V3 sitting just over the top of the FDXM? Then you see these guys trigger, and that trigger, and you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 delta V3s. So what does that mean, guys? It means, and if you look at the spacing, guys, if you look at the spacing of these, that's So this one, guys, is at 28. That one's at 31. This one's at 35. This one's at 39. This one's at 43. Guess what, guys? There's a trading robot that is using on the FDXM. They're entering over the top of the candle, and then they're re-entering every 4 points. Does anybody know what that's called? Anybody know what that's called? It's actually called climbing the ladder. So what people are doing, what that algorithm is doing, is they're entering here, and then as soon as it moves 4 points in their favor, their stop loss probably comes to even, and then they re-enter again, re-enter again, re-enter again. So all they're doing is stacking more and more and more contracts, guys, into the same move. That's why, Michael, it's called climbing the ladder. And if you get on a really good move, so let's say you got on this one and it goes 4 points and you get in again, get in again, get in again, that it's very, very hard to do manually as a human unless you design an ATM, which you can do, which basically you put an order on here and then it replicates the order. It replicates the order and just puts a duplicate order every 4 points. 4 points, 4 points, 4 points. And what would happen in this case is you'd probably have the orders coming on, and as soon as it touches 4 points and you get to your new order, the stop loss on the trailing might come through to +1. So you've got no risk re-entry, no risk re-entry, no risk, no risk. And they could even do no risk, no target. So they might have the target all the way at the top of the screen. And yeah, that's how they trade. It's called climbing the ladder. And you know they're doing it because there's their first order, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. They're all 4 points away from each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that guy's gone long with 15 contracts on the micro. Whoever's doing that algo, is someone out there. Someone out there, we can see exactly what they're doing, which is exciting because if it works out really profitable, we can just copy them. That's the beauty of futures trading is we're not going to steal their income, which is exciting. Now, all right, so guys, coming into the 60-minute close, I'm really happy with how today's gone, guys. I'm stoked that there are traders that have got on the right side of the market. We are now looking for a turn of the hour trade. Now, the turn of the hour trade, guys, will typically be off a pivot or key Fibonacci. Ben, oh, mate. I had a really funny conversation with my parents many, many moons ago. Basically, the conversation was, I might be getting older, but I'm never growing up. I think life is too much fun, guys. So I may be getting older, but I'm never growing up. That's when I was off to Bali to do a paragliding course. And Mum's like, when are you gonna grow up? I said, I ain't gonna grow up. I'm gonna go to Bali and I'm gonna go round and round and round in circles on a 150cc motor scooter. And I'm gonna go paragliding with the boys and we're gonna have a ball. As that was actually one of the best paragliding trips I have ever done. And we tied that into a platinum program. So the idea was go to Bali, do paragliding for a week, and then go and do the platinum for a week. Very good point. Next time we do it, though, we'll do the platinum program first and then do the paragliding course, because if somebody crashes in the paragliding course, they don't miss the program, guys. We did have someone that didn't make the platinum program. All right. 48 seconds. At this stage, guys, we're getting ready to go short. Now, if we close under yesterday's low, we're going short. If we close above yesterday's low, we're looking for a long. What we would need, again, for the FTX traders, this candle close is absolutely critical. Tons of time. They are about to close below a very key 60-minute support level. I'd suggest these guys are going to go down. So let's just chill, guys. What we need a big efficient candle. If we're going to go short, we must close under yesterday's low. If we close above or on, we can't do anything short. Just let them close. That is definitely below. So again, guys, if you want to go short, the buyers must retrace up this candle, fail very badly. There is a delta V1 under the candle at 199. This is I'd wait for the retrace. So wait for the retrace to occur. All right, so typically when we wait for retrace for the new traders, we're looking for a 60-second sort of time buffer on this one. So we're looking for, 29 seconds to go. These guys have now retraced, guys, to the 23.6 fib. If you would like to go short at 199, your risk control point, guys, is 5 points only. All right, now so we haven't been picked up on that short at 199 yet. As we want a structured retrace like that and a violent rejection. So the order can go on, guys, at 199, only if you can carry. So orders at 199, if you can carry 5, 10, 15, 20, around 20 points of risk, guys. If you can carry 20 to 25 points, you're fine to go at 199. Your risk control point, guys, is 194. You're at your risk control point now. Hold this, please. So, guys, if you're short at 199, you waited for the structured retrace, you waited for 60 seconds, you've gone short at 199, you are through your first target. Your second target, volatility is 26. I'd suggest first target 5, second target 10. Guys, please make sure you have no risk on the trade. The FESX agrees with us, but only in the short term because they're back into the pre-top. Michael got skipped. Okay, MJ got ATMs. Have I got anybody short, guys, at 26199 after you got a really nice retrace? You got a violent rejection. Geez, nice work. Bloody great trade, mate. That's a big one. Well done. Andrew, well done. So, guys, if you are short, please, even if you've got some experience, your risk control point is 89. Guys, your risk control point is 89, which is 10 points. Junior traders, your risk control point is 5. We've obviously gone through the junior traders and the intermediate traders' risk control points. Guys, if you are holding this short, your Fibonacci extension goes down to the S1, please. So if you are short, you're going to try and hold to the S1, please. All right, so please try and off that Delta V3 is an insane suggestion as to what these guys are about to do. Fibonacci assistant coming on board. Risk control point is the lower OSR. Anybody that's short, guys, at 199, anyone short at 199, right, your risk control point is the lower OSR. That red V3 Delta is an insane hint as to what they're about to do. But everyone's controlled their risk, please. Everyone's controlled their risk. No one has any risk on this trade, please. And that's primarily because of the FESX. So it's primarily because of the FESX. So, guys, it's a Delta V1 that we got at 199, guys. That's the oldest Delta. That's the oldest algorithm we've got. If you're short at 199, Michael got skipped, guys. MJ got ATM'd, and then Giz has gone through targets. Suzanne's got some targets. Giz, you got the best out of that, mate, which is fantastic. What I'd suggest, guys, if you want to build a really, really great psychology around trading, guys, a really good psychology around what we do. Wait for the candle to confirm. Wait for the retrace. Wait for the enemy called the buyers to run into something and fail badly, and then put your sell order on. FDEX 5-minute candle. So, guys, again, I've got it written on my wall here. Wait for the candle to go. Wait for the signal to confirm. Wait for the retrace. Wait for the rejection, and only then get in, guys. Only then get in. Yeah, the US is getting tanked. Oh, wow. Guys, you know what that Delta V3 means? All right, I got 100 contract orders short coming in on the FESX. If they get anywhere near that Delta V3, guys, anywhere near the Delta V3, these guys are going to tank. Absolutely tank. MJ, news was negative. I wouldn't be surprised, mate. I wouldn't be surprised. So 23 seconds, guys. So we've got some people, as what I might do is I'm going to give that a purple circle because some people missed the trade or got skipped or something. That's not their fault, guys. It's just, again, when you put your order on, you need to sell. And again, you need to find a seller. If your order got skipped, it just means that your sell request was too far back in the queue. Very happy now, Giz. Very happy. So, guys, we're talking about the guy that sold short. We've just got a cyclone warning, guys, going off on our phones. So the guy is sold short at 6527, guys. He sold short on the 4-point turning bar on 100. How many contracts was it? Jeez, 127 contracts. He's going to hold that trade for 15 minutes. 1, 2, 3. If it's moving in his favor, holds it for 15 more. 1, 2, 3. Still moving in his favor and holds again. So he knows what he's doing, mate. Yeah, so mate, if you get skipped on an order, it simply means you cruise up to the fruit market and you say, I'd like to sell these apples at $10. And the fruit guy goes, well, I'm sorry, mate, we're all out of apples. So the sooner you put your order on, guys, the earlier you are in the queue. So we'll find that some people got filled on that order, some people didn't. And that's simply a byproduct of everyone puts their order on at the same time. If you're last in the queue, you might not get filled. And that's what happened. That's what happened. Now, at this stage, guys, we've got a sell down on the FTX. Oh, hello. Now, we can't go long, guys. We can't go long assuming a close over a pivot. Okay, so anyone that's gone short, I'll give it a purple. Guys, I'll give it a purple only because we've got some people that didn't get filled. Yeah, Giz took everyone else's orders. Giz, that's very selfish of you. But in the trading game, mate, it's understood. It's okay. So what we're looking for at this stage, guys, 1 or 2 orders. So we're going to get a swing trigger short if these buyers fail early and come back down. We're going to get a swing trigger short. If the buyers were to close like that in 3 minutes and 15 seconds, it'll be a 4-point turning bar long. If we get matching signals on both the FESX and the FDAX, we'll be looking to go long. If the candle was to close like that, guys, the backup trade in 3 minutes is going to be this static bar reversal body entry plus 1 point. So the backup trade is 220. The problem is we've got to wait 2 minutes to get it, which can be really frustrating, guys, because again, it looks like the FESX. Mind you, these guys can change personalities very quick, guys. It looks like the FESX is turning. We'll wait for the close of the candle to confirm that there are other people in the world that like the turn. This looks a hell of a lot like a swing trigger short. So guys, the gospel is wait for the candle to close before you decide on their personality. Yeah, we are setting up an absolutely stunning buy signal if these sellers get tanked by the buyers. So we just wait. So at the moment, guys, we've got 4 trades. They've gone where they need to go for everybody that got filled. Again, guys, I don't want to sound arrogant. That's a reasonable strike rate for today. We've got some traders over $2,000, which is brilliant. Some copy traders are over more than $2,000, which is also brilliant. And now we're just waiting to see what these guys do. Right, the buyers are swamping him on the S&P 500. Absolutely swamping him. Oh, so speaking of that, we're going to spend, guys, in the Platinum webinar tonight. Does anybody not have the link to that webinar? Does anybody want to come along? This static bar reversal here. Oh, so that static bar reversal there on the S&P 500 normally results in a 4-point turning bar. So there's a pivot-based reversal short. And again, that short down there, what's the bet? That timing, 1625. What's the bet? That matches this candle here on, in fact, it's 1 candle earlier than the FESX. Yeah, this guys, we're going to wait for the candle to burn out here, guys. This could be a swing trigger short. So these buyers, all of these people that are buying this candle, they're about to get their pants handed to them, which would be very uncomfortable. Very, very. Look at this SBR short. So SBR short, SBR 4-point turning bar, and look at this. Boom, 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 all the way down. I get very excited, guys, when the signals work across all markets simultaneously. This is literally like catching fish that are swimming around in circles in a barrel. Yeah, these guys, oof. So we have a swing trigger short setting up, guys, for the swing trigger traders. We have a swing trigger short setting up. Okay, if you're a swing trigger trader, guys, that delta is your trigger point. So what we need is the buyers to push up inside the next candle. We need the buyers to push up inside the next candle. And then fail badly, right? Fail badly. That's our profit target. Okay, now I haven't got any buyers yet, guys. I haven't got any buyers yet. I think that delta V2 is going to hunt that delta V3. All right, so at this stage, guys, the parameters for the swing trigger, again, I don't have the parameters to send you short on a brand new trade. I know some of you guys like to wait for the buyers to push up above yesterday's low and then you sell underneath yesterday's low. That delta there would have assisted you enormously. Pre-top, yes, mate. So I'd say at this stage, guys, we must, to get a swing trigger, we must have the buyers push up the trigger candle, come up here, fail badly and get slammed. At the moment, we don't have that. So what you might find, guys, is we might be down in volume, which we are, right? So the buyers have just gone, you know what, we can't even be bothered showing. That V2 delta is at the swing trigger point. That V2 traders are going to hunt that V3 delta, which is down here. So, guys, based on the FESX, guys, they gapped up over the top of their pre-top. So what we're looking for here on DAXI, because our swing trigger, guys, parameters were not met, we want the sellers to sell down, get below the lower OSR, so get below the lower OSR, and then they're actually going to trigger a buy signal if the FESX decides it doesn't want to sell either. Man, oh man, oh man, we're reading the market really well. All we wanted is the buyers to move up a little bit and then fail badly. Then we wanted that delta right there. That's what we wanted, but we didn't quite do what we wanted to. Jizz 26129. I've got my gap up here, mate. 26271. 2627. Oh yeah, no, we do have daily gaps to the downside, 100%. So guys, at this stage, I wanted to be short on a swing trigger. It didn't meet the parameters of what we wanted to do. So therefore, we haven't got a trade. All I needed is the green team to show early and then fail. We would be all over that delta, guys, I won't say like a certain kid to a cupcake, but we would be all over that delta. And we would be short. But again, guys, the signal parameter was just not quite met. The delta, they're basically saying sell at this point, please. Man, if we only got a little flash of green, we'd be short. All right. Now, guys, we'll let the FDAX cruise down here. The reason being is NQ off its S1. Let me just have a quick look, man. So, guys, the S&P 500 is moving down towards that really powerful short that we mentioned earlier. Right, so remember how we said in the pre-brief that these guys are coming down here. So an S&P 500 trader, guys, it's really, really good. Would have waited for these guys to move up. Okay, static bar reversal short, waited for the close underneath the Asian Open, then put the short on, held it for 15 minutes. If that's looking okay, hold for another 15. It's still looking okay, hold for another 15. The traders that are short from up here are looking to try and get the S&P 500 to trigger this. And if it does, they're looking to try and hold this short for a significant period of time. All right, now that's exactly the short we spoke about into this low as in the pre-brief, and the FDAX might be trying to do the same. Yeah, that's it, Ben. A fantastic kid. We would be all over that delta like a fantastic kid to a cupcake. You are on the money. Now, last 90 seconds, guys, we're not going to take a trade in the last 90 seconds. We are setting up an OSR reversal. The FESX is setting up a similar reversal. Is what we need to get a really, really awesome trade. Nice for a reversal. We need the sellers over here to get pushed back over the top of the pre-top on the FESX. All right, the S&P is reversing. All right, so we might actually end up with a double failure reversal here, guys. Again, the FDAX must close over the top of the lower OSR. It must. The next candle then has got to sell down, right? Get tested by the lower OSR, and then the buyers come back through. All of those criteria must be met. Guys, if we close underneath the OSR here, we're actually picking up a short. All right. So they don't want to reverse, guys. They want to go short. So the only way you can trade short is the buyers must show on this candle, and they must get absolutely obliterated. Right? They must get obliterated. You can go short, guys, at 167 provided you have a 5-point risk control point. Yesterday's low, that is a pivot there. Okay, let me get rid of that. I'm going to clear this up. Okay. At this stage, guys, you cannot put your order on until we get a retrace and a violent rejection. FESX is trying to sell down into a pivot. I just want to look at yesterday's low, please. So for those that want to take the trade, guys, there's a Delta V1 at 167. The buyers must push up and get absolutely annihilated. Guys, that annihilation is currently not occurring. They've pushed back past, guys, the 50 fib of the turn candle, which means we can't go short now, regardless of how insanely strong they are. We're actually looking to go long. Now, the deal with going long, so guys, no one was filled at 167, really important point. Mind you, we're waiting for the retrace, waiting for the rejection, guys. We got the retrace and then no rejection. We are looking to go long. If this candle closes like this, we're looking to go long over the top of the body of that static bar reversal, guys, by 1 point. The order's at 196. The order cannot go on for the next 3 minutes and 17 seconds. And what we're looking for, guys, is we're looking for a really, really strong, don't you run without us, please, little Daxi. We're looking for a really strong close, guys, and we've got to be careful of the 50 fib of the micro trend, which is right there. So this candle has got to close over the 50 fib of the micro trend. It can't gap under. As it closes over the 50 fib of the micro trend, then we've got a body-based SBR long at 196, and that 196 entry can go on in 2 minutes and 40 seconds, provided all those conditions are met. Provided all the conditions are met. Oh, honey, very well. I've just looked at Akito's computer. I'm like, holy moly, babe, you've done really well. She just winked and walked off. Holy moly. Oh, well done. Well done. All right. So, again, Akito has finished trading for the day. That's a really important point, guys. When you hit your KPI, just stop. So literally, she will hit her KPI. She just walks away. Doesn't even stay around to watch, because what happens is, has anyone ever hit your daily KPI? Let's say it's 250 US, 300, 400, 500 US, whatever it is. You've hit your daily KPI, and then you've thought, oh, you know what? I'll just take one more trade, and then you give some money back, and then you spend 24 hours angry at yourself that you didn't walk away. So no one's ever done that. Now, you guys are amazing. I've done that. I've done that a number of times. So, guys, I've got three KPIs: 250 US, 500 US, and 1,000 US. And the moment I step over $1,000 US, I literally do not take another trade, because it doesn't matter if I go on and call another 4 or 5 winning trades. Guys, I'm not interested. Once you've got your money in your bank, you run away. You come back tomorrow, you do it again. Ben, I'll see you in the Platinum webinar. Yes. Guys, does anybody need the link to the Platinum webinar? I'm going to do some chart analysis tonight on the S&P 500. We might also do, guys, the US pre-market from last night. It was incredible trading on the S&P. Incredible trading. And we'll talk about Platinum in Bali. You obviously, guys, you don't need to go to Platinum in Bali to trade really, really well. You don't have to. If you want to understand why I do what I do, then just come along and spend a week in Bali. And it'll do everything for you. Andy, you say yes to the link. Okay, hold on. That means I've actually got to go and find the link. 17 seconds. Hang on, mate. Let me just watch the markets. Cause. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, don't you go back under the OSR there. All right, we've got a ratio-based long. Okay, the only thing you can take, guys, if the sellers sell back down, so if the sellers do sell back down, guys, down here, So if they get back down below the lower OSR, then there'll be a lower OSR double failure reversal long. Your entry price, as I'd suggest your safe entry price is 183. Now they must sell down, guys. They must sell down first. They must sell down first. Just let them sell down. Guys, now volume is low, guys, so they must sell down first. We're looking for a long at 183. The risk control point is 5. So volatility 21, guys. So risk control point 5, first target 5, second target 15. And we've got to watch the 50 fib of the micro trend. And guys, your volume so far is only 14 contracts. Right, so that is very low, very, 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 very low. It's very low, as in too low to trade. It's too low to trade. Now, if you are in sim, guys, if you are in sim, you've now got the push down to the lower OSR. So you've got a double failure reversal. There's no question about that. Okay, it would be a 183 entry. Guys, this would not be for the live traders, please. So if you're already at your daily KPI, guys, this is not your trade. It is a double failure reversal off the lower OSR. What's keeping you out of the trade for the live traders is the volume. Guys, we've only had 34 contracts pass in 2 minutes. That means the volume is too low. I've got all the volume warnings going off on my computer saying, don't take a trade, don't take a trade. So please don't take a trade. In sim, guys, in sim, you can go nuts. If you're a live trader, guys, and you traded really, really well today, please don't take the trade. All right, now the trade is long at 183. And Andy, I'm going to go and get that link for you. Let me get that link for you now. All right, guys, I'm just trying. I don't know if it's about you. I don't know if it's just me, guys, but I'm not very good at doing two things at once. So when, a couple of people have said to me, Lockie, that's because you're a boy. Anybody long, guys? Anybody long at 183, guys? You're in sim only, please. The volume is too low. Andy, there's the link. There's the link. So for the live traders, guys, your volume is too low, please. Again, this is sometimes. I mean, it's a stunning trade. There's no question about that, guys. But the volume. I mean, we don't like sort of sitting under 150 at the moment. We've only got 150 to go, guys, and we've got 65 contracts. All right. So again, it's a sim only, guys. The volume is under the threshold to send the live traders. I said proper traders. That's a bit rude, but the live traders, you are not going to take a trade, please, until we see the volume increase back again. Andy, you've got the link to register for tonight. Perfect. So today, guys, I think the summary, what have we got? We're almost 25 minutes into the second hour, guys. The summary for today, for me, is really straightforward. Guys, again, we waited for the candle to close before we made a decision on its personality. We used the delta as a backup to say, hey, they're buying the market at this price. We used Fibonacci on this big opening candle to see the failure at the 88.6. And we said if they fail at the 88.6, they're going to probably start buying above the 76.8, which is exactly what they did, which is pretty normal. Towards the high, guys, if we even went like literally a whisker higher, we would have picked up a beautiful short off the upper OSR. The market's response, guys, was to gap and run to the downside. We didn't short only because the sellers own the stair step, but guys, that 2-rated candle basically says everybody's going short without us, and obviously it's gone short quite nicely. But guys, all in all, the advanced traders picked up the purple. We've got a simple trade, and that one we got a number of people skipped on. But we've spoken basically, guys, about all this. The strategy's allowed for 5 trades today, and the 5 trades have gone where they need to go, which is brilliant. Volume, guys, volume is still too low for the live traders, please. If you are a sim trader and you're long at 183, guys, your first target is 188 and you're through your target. Your second target would be 193. So your second target is a 10-point target. Underneath, guys, underneath that 50 fib, target's 193. You're on target at the moment if you are a sim trader. Andy, mate, this absolute should be, 1000% should be, yes. You've got to take the cash and run. Cheers, well done, mate. You've done well today. Mate, you've done well today. Guys, everybody that's walking away from any trading session with profit in the bank, that's like tick number one. Tick number two, did you follow your trading plan in order to get that profit? Yes or no? The key, guys, if you followed your trading plan, then you don't need to change your trading plan or your indicators or anything ever again. Josh, 5 and 15, mate, well done. MC, 5 and 20, well done. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So down the bottom there, guys, what we've actually got is we've got a double failure reversal. So you've got a double failure reversal. Again, you've got a stunning drop in ratio. It just took them that static bar reversal to get a wriggle on, and obviously it's gone quite well. Okay. So, guys, young Christian is with us from TTP. Oscar, we've done well, mate. We've done well today. So, young Christian, what we've done is we've got a low volume trade down the bottom here. So I'll label it up accordingly, mate. We had low volume trade. We picked up, some of the advanced traders picked up this static bar reversal on open, which was a blinder. All the beginner traders had an opportunity for this delta here or that delta there. That delta there just flew and just incredible. Then we picked up the delta again over here for shorter range targets. Maybe we picked up this short here, but some people didn't get filled, so it's got a purple circle on it. And then we wanted the swing trigger, but we didn't meet the parameters. And then we've got some people long, and they've just gone through their targets. So MJ got out at 20, mate. Well done, double failure reversal. So, mate, Christian, we've had for the beginner traders 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. For the advanced traders, we've had 5, and people were missed on this one, so I'm not going to count it. So 5 from 5, which is not a bad strike rate. Most people actually stopped trading. Most people stopped trading after that trade right there. They were done for the day. So, mate, shout out to TTP. Thank you, mate, for your help and your support of everything that we do. Massively appreciated. And we've had another good day. And again, the market plummeted on open. Couldn't deal with a 4-hour short, so it reversed and went straight back the other way. So it was a pleasure to trade. Again, absolute pleasure. So
sensational, guys. I'm so happy to hear that everything went well as usual. I can see that we're selling and then buying. So, guys, you were navigating the markets professionally. Super happy to hear that from my side. Just want to tell a reminder to all of you guys that right now we have a flash sale going on for the next 2 days. So if you want to get the challenge with 30% off, check our website and use the code SummerFlash for the challenges you want. Guys and girls, it was absolutely a pleasure to have you all here. Lachlan, we're gonna wrap up here, right?
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've got a platinum webinar in about 30 minutes, mate. So yes,
Amazing.
Got to go and do some work. So perfect.
All right, guys and girls, enjoy the day and see you next week. Bye, guys.
Sounds great, mate. Thank you.